financial friends and family. It is Sunday. That means it is a savings day. So just going to quickly get some money into my savings challenges and see how much we can put aside for saving towards the end of the year, and then also putting some money away to investing. So stick around and let's find out how I'm going. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Erin. I am a zero-based budgeter. I am a cash budgeter and saver and an investor, and I am working with my husband towards complete debt freedom and financial independence. We are completely debt-free except for our house, and so we're really this year kind of ramping up our saving and our investing, and so that is what we are going to be working on today. So I do have some coins that were left over from this week, not all too many. I do have I've started a new coin jar even though I haven't finished counting my other coin jar yet. So I do save my coins and round up my coins. I'm going to be having a few changes because we're actually switching away from using all cash. We've actually set up now a new, as if we needed another one, but a new bank account. And so that is just for all of our variable spending. So we still have all the same amounts. I'll be doing the digital equivalent of saving up my coins. I do have some fives that was left over from our cash spending as well. And that is going to go into my 5 jar. I have an extra 100 that's going to go into my $100 challenge. And I must say thank you to everyone who expressed your concern about my $5 notes being left within reach of my husband, who does have a fondness for beer and who has acknowledged that $5 is enough to usually buy a beer. But he's actually been pretty good about not touching them. I do find it amusing, though, the level of concern for the $5 notes when I've got a binder full of $100 notes, but it's the fives that people are a bit concerned about. So that is what we are looking at for fives. Now, with switching to digital, clearly we're not going to save up near as many fives and other notes as we did last year, because to be honest, I really would much rather have that money work for us since we're not saving up. I do have the money pulled out for our savings challenges for this week as well. So we've got $250. So 100, 50, 70, 90, 200, 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50. So just organize this here. And how is everyone going today? I hope you are doing well. We are in the middle of January already, which is a little bit crazy. It seems like we were just celebrating the end of the year, and then now we're already halfway through the first month of the year. Kind of crazy how that happens so quickly. Before you know it, we will be out of summer here and into the autumn. So going to be adding one $5 note to the stack here. So we'll go ahead and get a 5 colored in. Oh, I think I got the same color as last time. All right, quick little swapperoo. Brown. That is going there. So $5 in. I should have $30 now. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and $30 is there. Counted it right this week. I'm sure you'll find something else that I miscount. So we're only at the first envelope. We've got some time for good, predictable Erin mistakes. I am adding a $10 note. So if you haven't seen this challenge, if you're new to my channel, essentially what I am doing is I am trying to set aside one denomination of banknote every week for every week of the year. And this will net me, if I'm able to complete it, close to about $10,000 in savings, which will be used to top up probably our emergency fund. Our emergency fund is currently sitting at $5,000, and then this would help to bump that up, give us a little bit of a buffer. So that gives me 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and $60. It is quite warm today, so my hands are really sticky. I think it's still sitting at about 30 degrees out right now, and it's even a little bit later in the day. So hello, Australian summer. It is warm. For my 20s, I do have a $20 note to add here as well. Stick that in the back with the other not new ones. I don't like calling them old. They are aged. They're vintage. They are vintage notes. So $20 is going to give me 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, and 20. These are, for us, the easier of the challenges. The more challenging of the challenges is the next two, and that is the $50 and $100 challenge. And I had been, if I had any leftover from our cash spending, putting that money in here as well. So I did get us a bit of a bump, which is why you will notice that there is more money in these two envelopes than the other two. So I'll add a 50, and this should give us 10. So 51, 52, 53, 54, 500. Not too bad of a start. I haven't decided what I'm going to do as I get amounts higher. I really do not like keeping large amounts of cash just sitting in an envelope in a binder in my office. It just, to me, it makes absolutely no sense. Torque says hello. Even though I know that high yield savings accounts aren't as high as we would want to be, it's still going to be earning something sitting in a bank account. So I know that it looks beautiful and it looks lovely having all of those notes in there, but I don't know. We'll see. And then for 100, what would you do if you do savings challenges where you have large amounts of money? Do you keep that just all there, or do you deposit it every quarter? I have two $100 notes that I'm going to be adding here because I did have one left over from our cash spending. So do you deposit it every so often? They said this money is not going to be for investing, but some of my other savings challenge money will be. I don't like my money being lazy and not working, right? And that's when it's just sitting in an envelope. It is not working. I work hard for my money. My husband works hard for his money, and we don't like lazy money. We like money that works for us. So this should give us, geez, we should have 15, which is 1,500. Yowza. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So $1,500. I mean, that's $2,000 just there between these two envelopes. That, yeah, I'm really struggling. And this is why I've never been able to do like the 100 envelope challenge. I love watching people do it, but at the same time, especially people that do it in a short amount of time, like they'll do it in a month or maybe in 2 months. And I'm going, if you've got $5,000+ that you can put aside in 2 months, invest that right away. That would be me, unless it is earmarked for paying off debt. But even still, I would pay off the debt right away to not, generate that additional interest. I don't know. I am perplexed on it, and I just keep going back and forth on what I want to do. I'm going to come back to the 26-week challenge because I want to jump to my Wednesday weather. So this is on every Wednesday of the week. There's only one, Erin. Duh. Then I am going to be adding, and so it was the past 2 Wednesdays, it was 31 degrees one day and it was 28 degrees another day. And I'm sorry if you do not speak Celsius, but you can Google the conversion. Just suffice it to say that it is warm. But so that's $59 that is going to be going into the Wednesday weather. So that is a 20, 30, 40, 50, a 5 and dun, 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 2 coins as well. So 2 $2 coins going in there. This is another one that I think is going to add up relatively quickly to start. And then when we get into winter, it'll slow down a little bit, but that gives me 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80. Is that right? 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80. And then I had $1 and 2 of those, so I'll swap that out with a $5 note or something in a while. So that goes into there. For the Wednesday weather, it is definitely something I think that will quickly add up. I don't really have anything for the summer 13-week challenge, but I do have $10 left for my $1,000 challenge, and then this one is getting close to the end. I was actually looking at what I had left to color off versus what I have in the envelope, and I've got something stuffed up from somewhere, as would be expected for me because, well, that happens. I essentially didn't color something in, so I've got $930 now that is in there, and I know because I counted it multiple times. So that is all of my cash-based savings challenges. Now the other challenges that I am doing are actually all going to be digital. So I have my Saveopoly challenge. This is going to be for actually also topping up our emergency fund. So since I have money that I can put into that. So this is made by Taylor over at Wild Printables, and I had mentioned this, that what I really like about this is everything on it is copyright free. So all of the icons that you actually see on a Monopoly board, right down to the shape of the car on free parking, all of that is copyright by Hasbro. The only thing that is not copyright is the actual layout of the board. And so she has made hers to where it doesn't use any of the images from that. And I love supporting people who actually take the time to go and use materials that are not being used in basically in an illegal way. I'll just say it. So I like supporting people who are able to do that. These are slightly higher amounts. You'll notice that they are all in $5 increments as well. I don't even think, there's not even a 5, but there is a potential to have to need high amounts of money as well. So we are starting today. I have a 12-sided die because why use 2 6-sided die when you can use a 12-sided die? So we'll go ahead and roll that. And that is going to give us a 9. Yeah, because it goes underneath. And this is will be for the 16th of the 1st. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that is going to be $20. And so I will transfer $20 to my emergency fund from my bank account. So that's something that it makes it's easier for me to budget my emergency fund. That money needs to be in the bank earning a little bit of interest on it. So that will be $20 that will get transferred over there. Next, I do have so this is essentially from a Mommy Trader, even though it's not her printout. I just made one that worked a little bit better for me. So her $1 a day investing. And this has just been for me to learn about micro investing. I do have much larger accounts and such like that, but it's kind of fun going and learning about and doing the research on the different dividend stocks that I want to be in. So I've already colored it in so that you don't have to be bored with that. This again is automatically just getting transferred over into my micro investing platform. I did include down at the bottom a place to write the companies that I'm going to be investing in, the sector when I buy it, the price that I buy it at, the share, so the number that I get. Unlike the US, we have fees associated with pretty much all of our purchases, then also what the dividend yield is for that. So I've decided I'm never going to go over $1 a day. My larger investment purchases, I will continue to do that over on the side. but I have different portfolios that are set up for that. This is just kind of to track and show what small amounts can do. So I'll be able to show what the dividend earnings are for these smaller amounts, and these will each get, for the most part, $10 going into each one. And so that is an automatic transfer that is made there, and there will be one big update at the end of the month / the beginning of the next month. A third that I am doing, and this is one that I am not going to be sharing what my actual goals are. So this is a blank one. I will be coloring in when I am successful. Again, this is going to be digital, and the money set aside from this is going to go into just a sinking fund that I'm looking at topping up. So kind of a target type sinking fund. For this, I think I'm actually going to start off with our insurance gap to get that one completed and taken care of along with our usual contributions. So for our accomplishments savings challenge, I set goals each day, and this is from Shannon at Kitchen Shenanigans, and her Etsy site is called Savings Shenanigans, and that will be linked below along with Wild Printables of Taylor's. And so you make goals, and there's different ways that you can do that, and so you can either write them in or you can just have multiple that are down for each week. She has 2 different options. Technically it's in purple, but I printed it off in black and white because I'm having toner issues right now. And so each day that you achieve a goal, you reward yourself with saving money. So it is all about positive reinforcement. And we know that 2 of the ways that are really good for sticking to your goals is 1, making them known, and so having public accountability for them, even if that's just one person that you have told them, and the other is for rewarding yourself for achieving those goals as well. Most of mine are going to be health related because there's more sensitive health information and such in that. I won't be sharing what they actually are, just whether or not I am achieving them. I've had this for about a week now. I've only just now printed off and gotten ready to start, so I'm just going to call the first couple, the first 2 weeks a loss. Well, not a loss, but I'm just going to scratch them out, and then I will go from there for that. So those are those additional ones, and then also the Budget Mom 2022 savings challenges. So I did do 2 loads of laundry because I have a very helpful husband who I was able to convince to do some laundry for me, and therefore when he does laundry, I don't have to save that. Total amount saved there. So there were 12 items in the first, 20 in the second. So 12 plus 20 is $32. So I'm taking this from our food category. This I am actually going to put into my $1,000 project. This is going to be the start of my larger dividend portfolio. So instead of micro-investing in those dividend stocks, I'm actually going to start buying them between $1,000 and $2,000 at a time. That is also going to be the same for the sock challenge. And so I had $56 that I needed to transfer. I did get that transferred already. I have not transferred these yet, but when I do, I'll do it. That is really everything in terms of my saving challenges. I'm slowly working at making changes to them. It really just comes down to me wanting to have my money working for me more instead of just saving. There's not a lot of things that we really need to save up for too much. We want to get that money into those investment accounts or into our offset account, because after counting everything up and having, once we add in the coins, over $5,000, I was just sitting in envelopes and such around for the entire year. I honestly, when I think about it, I'm like, Erin, that was really stupid of you to do. You really should have had that being put to work, and that's what I'm going to do, even though it is probably going to be less exciting because there's not going to be as much money that is in there. That is the point of it, is spend it, save it, invest it, any of those that they're doing, but just sticking it under a mattress, it's going to be doing is taking a nap and not really dreaming of having a better future. So that is where we are at for this week. Let me know how you are going with your start of the year. We are actually coming up on the 19th, and research shows that 61% of people who set new goals at the beginning of the year quit those goals by the 19th of January. So not even 3 weeks into the year. Let me know if you are going to be which side of the statistic you are going to be. Are you going to be part of the 61% or are you going to be part of the 39% that makes it past the 19th? Drop that down in the comments below, along with if you have any other comments, questions, mistakes that you saw me make, because I do always make them. Do always remember to choose kindness, show gratitude, always keep a positive mindset. Thank you for taking the time to stop and watch today, and I will talk to you soon.